Hey everybody, and welcome to a deep dive that's going to help you nail that mine safety officer interview.
We're talking over 120,000 interview questions and thousands of career and skill guides from RoleCatcher.
Yeah, tons of resources just waiting to be tapped,
That's why we're here to help you extract those golden nuggets of wisdom.
especially since the mining industry is always evolving.
Right, you got to stay ahead of the curve to really stand out.
Absolutely. So let's just jump into some common interview questions.
Great idea.
Like this one. Can you tell us about your previous experience in mine safety?
You know, it sounds basic,
Yeah,
but it's a prime opportunity to show your passion.
even if it's not direct mine experience.
Exactly. Think internships, certifications, volunteer work, anything that shows initiative.
Okay, so like, what if I organized a community safety event or led a first aid training?
Perfect examples.
Yeah.
Those show you're proactive and care about safety.
I like it. Okay, what about the classic follow-up? What sparked your interest in mine safety?
Ah, the personal touch.
Is it too cheesy to share a personal story?
Not at all. Authenticity resonates. Be genuine.
Okay, so maybe talk about a family member in mining or a documentary that inspired me.
Exactly. Let your passion shine through.
Got it. Okay, next question. How do you ensure that mine workers are following safety protocols?
They're looking for more than just, I enforce the rules.
Right. I need to showcase my strategies.
Exactly. Think about specific examples like implementing safety policies or conducting training programs.
Oh, or maybe a time I had to give a safety presentation and how I made it engaging.
Now you're talking, show them you can communicate effectively and get buy-in.
That reminds me of RoleCatcher's AI. It analyzes job roles to help tailor answers.
Super useful. So let's say this mining company values teamwork.
RoleCatcher would suggest highlighting my collaborative safety initiatives.
Exactly. It's about understanding their priorities and showing how your experience fits.
And that's where RoleCatcher's feedback can be so helpful.
Totally. Okay, are you ready for a story?
Bring it on.
Can you describe a time when you had to investigate a safety incident?
Ooh, this is where we get to play detective.
Choose an incident that highlights your problem-solving skills.
Focus on the process, like how I gathered information and analyzed the root cause.
And don't forget to mention preventive actions. Did you implement any new procedures?
Ooh, good point. And we can use RoleCatcher's question bank to brainstorm similar situations and practice responses.
Great idea. Preparation is key.
Okay, next up. How do you stay up to date on the latest safety regulations and guidelines?
Time to show you're a lifelong learner.
Right, not just listing industry organizations.
Go deeper. Mention specific conferences or publications you found valuable.
Like maybe I attended a workshop on new ventilation techniques or read a journal article about risk assessment.
Excellent examples. You're showing you're actively engaged in the field.
And what about certifications?
Definitely mention those CMSP or CSP if you have them.
Just to clarify for our listeners, those are the Certified Mine Safety Professional and Certified Safety Professional certifications.
Right. Highly respected in the industry.
Okay, let's talk company culture with this one. What strategies have you used to promote a culture of safety within an organization?
It's about going beyond just following the rules.
Yeah, creating a mindset where everyone prioritizes safety.
Exactly. Talk about initiatives you've led, like safety committees, training programs, even reward systems.
What about challenges I faced and how I overcame them?
Perfect. Show them you can lead and inspire others.
And this reminds me of how RoleCatcher's AI can analyze my practice responses and give feedback on my tone and delivery.
It's like having a virtual coach to help you project confidence.
Super cool. Now for a question that always seems to come up, how do you prioritize safety within a budget?
Ah, the classic budget question.
Yeah, it's tough. No one wants to say they'd compromise safety to save money.
Right. This is where you demonstrate your understanding of risk assessment and cost-benefit analysis.
Maybe I can talk about a time I successfully advocated for safety investments despite budget constraints.
Excellent example. You're showing that you can make tough decisions while prioritizing safety.
Okay, last one for this part. How do you ensure that contractors working on mine sites adhere to safety protocols?
This is about extending that safety culture beyond your immediate team.
So it's not just handing them a rule book and hoping for the best?
Nope. You need clear communication training requirements, regular site inspections, and consistent enforcement.
Okay, so I could talk about a time I developed the Contractor Safety Orientation Program or implemented a system for tracking contractor compliance.
Perfect examples. You're showing that you take contractor safety seriously.
Awesome. We've covered some great ground here.
We have, and it's all thanks to RoleCatcher's amazing resources.
They've got everything from interview questions to career guides to AI-powered feedback.
All designed to help you ace that interview and land your dream job.
So if you're serious about becoming a mine safety officer, be sure to check out RoleCatcher.
It's your one-stop shop for interview success.
All right, let's take a quick break and we'll be back with more questions and insights in part 2.
Sounds good. See you soon.
See ya.
Welcome back to our deep dive.
All right, let's get back to prepping for that mine safety officer interview.
So, we've talked a lot about interview questions.
Yeah, but before we jump back into those...
I want to emphasize those career guides from RoleCatcher.
Oh, yeah, those are super helpful.
They break down those responsibilities for like entry-level, junior, senior mine safety officer.
Yeah, so you can see what's expected at each stage.
It's like a roadmap for your career.
Makes sense.
No.
Okay, back to those interview questions.
All right, let's do it.
How do you measure the effectiveness of safety programs? Data's got to be key here.
Absolutely. Don't just list out metrics, though.
So what should I do?
Pick a program you implemented.
Okay.
Walk them through your process. Did you use injury rates, near-miss reports? How did that data help you make decisions?
So it's about telling that data-driven story.
Exactly. Showing how you use those numbers to make real improvements.
I like it. Okay, this next one is kind of tricky. How do you handle a situation where a worker refuses to comply with safety protocols?
This is where you balance being firm but also understanding.
Yeah, you want to show you take safety seriously, but also communicate effectively.
Start by listening to the worker. Why are they resistant? Maybe they have a concern or need more training.
Right, trying to understand the situation.
And always document everything.
Good point. That protects everyone.
Right. What would you do if you observed a colleague engaging in unsafe practices?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
No?
Honesty's crucial here.
Absolutely. Don't sugarcoat it. Describe real situation and how you addressed it.
Be clear, respectful, and always prioritize safety.
Exactly. Imagine you're tasked with implementing a new safety program. How would you approach it?
Showcase that strategic thinking.
Would you start with a needs assessment? Would you get the workers involved?
It's about showing you can think critically and come up with effective solutions.
Exactly. And that ties into those career insights.
Oh, right.
As you climb that ladder, you'll be developing and implementing programs.
So those skills are important.
All right. What are some of the latest trends in mine safety? Got to stay up on those trends.
What are some good areas to mention?
Emerging technologies, drone inspections, wearable sensors, new approaches to risk management.
Showing I'm paying attention to what's happening in the industry.
And if you can connect those trends to the company you're interviewing with.
Oh, right. Like if they're known for using a certain technology.
Exactly. It shows you've done your homework.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one can be a little personal. What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses as a mine safety officer?
Authenticity is key here.
So no canned answers.
Think about what you genuinely excel at and where you're still growing.
So with weaknesses, frame them as areas for improvement.
Right. Maybe you're a bit too detail-oriented, but you're working on finding that balance between thoroughness and efficiency.
Turning a negative into a positive.
Exactly. How would you describe your leadership style?
Is there a right answer here?
Nope. What's authentic for you? Are you collaborative? Do you lead by example?
I guess it depends on the company, too.
If they value teamwork, highlight your collaborative approach.
Showing I'll be a good fit for their culture.
All right. Conflict resolution. Tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult employee or colleague.
Okay. Another STAR method opportunity.
Focus on the situation and how you handled it professionally.
Did I mediate a disagreement or find a compromise?
Exactly. Show them you can handle those interpersonal challenges.
Okay, let's get technical. Describe your process for identifying and assessing risks in a mining environment.
This is where your knowledge shines.
So I should walk them through my approach.
Mention specific tools or techniques you've used, risk matrices, hierarchy of controls.
Real-world examples, too.
Exactly. The more concrete, the better.
How would you communicate a safety concern to a group of workers? Communication's key in this role.
It's not just what you say, it's how you say it.
Right. Considering my audience.
Would you use visual aids facilitate a discussion?
Showing I can communicate clearly and engage my audience.
How do you stay current on the latest developments in mine safety technology?
It's a fast-moving field.
Mention publications, conferences, online courses, professional organizations you're a part of.
Show that I'm actively learning.
And again, if you can tie it back to the company.
Like if they use a specific technology.
Exactly. What are the key regulations governing mine safety in your region?
Gotta know those regulations.
If you're not sure about one, don't be afraid to say you'll look into it.
Honesty and a willingness to learn.
Okay, last one. Describe a time you had to respond to a safety emergency.
They're looking for how I handle pressure.
Did you evacuate an area, provide first aid? Show them you can handle those stressful situations.
All right, before we move on to part 3,
Yeah.
let's talk about using RoleCatcher's AI for feedback.
It's a game changer.
It analyzes answers and gives tips on delivery.
Tone of voice, body language, pacing.
Like a personal coach giving me real-time feedback.
And don't forget about those applicant tracking systems.
Oh, right, those ATS bots.
RoleCatcher's AI helps optimize your resume with keywords.
So it helps me get noticed.
Exactly. It's like having a secret weapon.
Okay, before we wrap up, any final words of wisdom?
Preparation is key. Research the company, the industry, the role.
Practice your answers.
Use RoleCatcher's AI for feedback. And most importantly, be yourself.
Authenticity and passion go a long way.
Right. Remember, you're there to protect lives. Approach the interview with the same dedication you'd bring to the job.
Well said. And if you're looking for that extra edge, RoleCatcher's got you covered.
Those AI-powered tools can help you stand out from the competition.
That's it for part 2 of our deep dive into Mine Safety Officer interview prep. We hope you're feeling empowered and ready to ace that interview.
We'll see you in part 3.
All right, we're back for the final stretch of our Mine Safety Officer interview prep.
Time to unleash the power of RoleCatcher.
Yeah, we talked about those strong answers and understanding the career path.
Now it's all about polishing those responses with RoleCatcher's AI.
Every advantage counts.
Especially in mine safety.
RoleCatcher can give you that edge.
Their AI helps tailor your answers to specific job roles.
So, how does that work?
Well, let's say you found a company that really emphasizes environmental sustainability.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI analyzes that job description, keywords, and phrases that show what the company cares about.
Oh, so it figures out their priorities.
And then it suggests talking points and examples to show you align with those values.
So if sustainability is key, RoleCatcher might suggest I talk about a time I reduced waste or conserved water.
Even if they didn't ask about it directly.
Wow, that's smart. Okay, and what about delivery?
They have this awesome video practice tool.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
You record yourself answering questions.
And the AI gives me feedback.
On your tone, body language, even pacing.
So it's like a personal coach.
Helping you project confidence and authenticity.
Very cool. What about those applicant tracking systems?
The ATS bots.
You have those things.
RoleCatcher has an AI-powered resume builder that optimizes your resume with keywords.
Oh, so it helps me get past those bots.
Exactly. Increases your chances of a human actually seeing your resume.
Nice. Okay, any final words of wisdom for our future mine safety officers?
Preparation is key. Research the company, the industry, the specific role.
Practice those answers.
Use RoleCatcher for feedback.
And most importantly, be yourself.
Authenticity and passion really matter.
They do. Remember, a mine safety officer protects lives.
Go into that interview with the same dedication you'd bring to the job.
Couldn't have said it better myself. If you're looking for that extra edge, RoleCatcher's a great resource.
Those AI-powered tools can really help you stand out.
That's it for our deep dive into Mine Safety Officer interview prep.
We hope you're feeling ready to ace that interview.
Good luck and stay safe out there.
Best of luck to you.